Hi, I'm Anna Greenland and I'm here in my Suffolk garden to show you how to create your own eco-garden from scratch. Across the series, I'll be showing you step by step how to grow your own fruit and vegetables that are not only good for you, but also good for the environment. There's no better way to ensure that your garden is eco-friendly than being self-sufficient. And a few key ways to do this are making your own compost and conserving rainwater. And not only will this reduce your carbon footprint, it'll also save you a lot of money in the long run. These are my compost bays, and for me this is the heart of the garden. It's where the magic happens, and I get to turn my food waste and other plant waste into something really nutritious for my plants. So first things first, you're going to need a compost bay, and you can either build your own like I've done here, and I've used wooden pallets as a base, or you can buy one that's ready to go, a standalone bin. A key to making good compost is something that we call a green to brown ratio. And green products would include things like your grass clippings, any green leaves from the garden, your fruit and your vegetable scraps, even coffee grounds fit into that. But you don't want to be adding things like meat, dairy, whole eggs, because they can attract the rodents. And then for your brown, you're looking for things like brown leaves, twiggy bits from your garden, maybe some wood chip, straw. You can even throw in some cardboard, and you're looking for a ratio of about 50-50 green to brown. I think making compost is a little bit like baking a cake. So you add all these lovely ingredients and then you give it a really good stir. And for me, I really like to turn my compost because that gets lots of oxygen into the pile, it feeds the microbes, and then that means that the compost will break down more quickly. And one way to check if you're getting that heat into your pile and things are really working is to get yourself a compost thermometer. So the temperature's starting to rise, and ideally you want to see it hit about 60 degrees Celsius because that's when you know that a lot of the weed seeds and any diseases will be broken down. This is reading about 45 degrees Celsius right now, which probably means it's about time for a turn. Oh, you can really feel the heat on that. The more you turn your compost, the quicker it will break down. So I reckon every couple of months, give it a turn. So this is my finished pile. This has taken me probably about 6 months to break down. You'll know when your compost is ready. It'll have a nice crumbly texture and have a really earthy smell, a little bit like a woodland floor. And this is now ready to use on your garden. I've connected the guttering of my greenhouse to this downpipe here, and then this goes into an old whiskey barrel that I found. So I've made my own butt here, but you can also buy water butts. We don't want to waste water, so effective watering is really important. So just a few tips for you. The first one would be always water at the roots. So you don't want to water above the plant where the water can just bounce off all the leaves. If you go straight to the roots, you know that it's going to go right down and the plant can take it up. The time of day that you water is really important. So I always water in the morning if I can. If you water in midday, in the heat of the sun, it's just going to evaporate. If you water at night, it's going to encourage slugs and snails to attack. And also, it's really good to give the plant a good soaking. So better that you water less frequently, but really good in one hit than doing lots of little sprinkles on a regular basis where the plant can't really take that water up very effectively. Knowing that the food that you've grown was fed with the compost that you've made and the water you've collected only makes it taste better.